everyone, it's Nezzle. Welcome back to my channel Nezzle and to another Nezzle Talk. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about why you need to start whatever it is you have been putting off today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. No, you need to start it today. So whether that is starting that business that you've always wanted to start, learning to play that instrument that you've always wanted to learn to play, or maybe even starting your own YouTube channel. Whatever it is, today I am going to give you a bit of motivation as to why you should not wait, but why you should get on it today. So if this is something that you think will apply to you, and I think it will, then keep watching, and of course thumbs up this video if you enjoy it. Leave a comment in the comment section. Maybe you can let me know what you have been putting off and what you're going to start, and just generally you can leave some motivation to others if you are someone who has started and gone after your dreams. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe and ensure that you turn on post notifications, because I post these Nezzle Talks as well as vlogs on a weekly basis. So once you're subscribed and you have post notifications turned on, you will always be notified whenever I post. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, the first reason why you should start whatever it is you've been putting off today is because every day you wait is a day that you lose. And I know that that is pretty simple and straightforward, but oftentimes we don't think about it. We let our fears and other things just hold us back. We think maybe we don't have what it takes financially, we don't have what it takes internally, and we keep saying, you know what, maybe I'll try next week, maybe I'll try next month, maybe I'll try next year. It could be going off to school and you say, you know what, I don't think I'll enroll this year. Maybe next year when the kids are older, or maybe next year when I have more money, or maybe next year when I feel more stable in my job, or whatever it might be. And you keep putting it off. I am telling you that every day that you put off something is a day that you lose, especially if it's something that you really want to do. If it's something you've always dreamt of doing or achieving, then why not start now? Why not give yourself an extra day, an extra year, an extra decade of being able to do that thing instead of putting it off to wait another decade, and then you do it and you're like, oh, I really wish I started it back then. So don't have to wish. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you want to do something, if you really think you have what it takes to do something, then start working on it today. Don't delay. Start today. I'm telling you. Start working on it. Even if it's just writing out your plan. You can start. Like as soon as you finish watching this video, get out your phone, get out your notepad, whatever it is, and start making plans. And then don't just have those plans, but put them into action. The second thing that I want to say is that it is better to try and fail than fail to try. And this is something that has been said for as long as I have known myself, but I believe it is very true. It is better to try something and fail at it and at least know that you tried it and you gave it your best shot or your best effort than to sit around and be like, I want to, but I don't think I will. And then you look back on it years later with regret and saying, I wish I did. I wish I tried. I wish I started that channel when I wanted to. I wish I went to university when I wanted to. I wish I applied for that job that someone else got and I know I could do even better. Or I wish I took that trip to Paris or to wherever it was that you wanted to go. And this one is kind of to me, like I really want to go to Paris, and hopefully after all of this COVID drama, I will go. But whatever it is, don't allow yourself to be looking back on it one day and feeling like you wish you did. Instead, look back and either say, wow, I did that and I succeeded, or, well, I tried. Maybe I didn't succeed, but at least I gave it my best effort. The third thing I want to say is that success does not happen overnight. At least 99.9% of the time, success does not happen overnight. So there are a few people who are just going to be whizzes and they're just going to excel at everything they do. But the majority of us don't. We have to start small and work our way up. We have to creep before we can walk. And so, wherever it is that you're starting, it may seem like nothing is happening, or it may seem like you're not making much progress. Maybe you are someone who's watching who has started, but you feel like what you started wasn't working and you want to give up, or you feel like it's just too hard and you made a mistake and you just want to take the easy route and do something that you know you're not going to fail at. That is not going to bring you true joy. It will keep you in your comfort zone, sure, but it will not make you look back on your life in years to come and say, yes, I lived well. And that's what I want you to say. That's what I want us all to say. So don't expect to succeed overnight. Don't expect that if you start something, you're going to blow up overnight. So if you open a business, people may not flock to you right away, but you have to stick to it. If it's a YouTube channel, people may not necessarily watch your videos in the beginning. Even after years, people may not necessarily watch it. But I have seen so many people who have said that for the first year, 2, 3 years of having a channel, people were not watching, and then all of a sudden they took off. Or some people who started a business and in the beginning it was really slow until they got a break and suddenly they are doing extremely well. Or people who started university and were failing and felt like they could not do it, but then they made that decision that they're going to just try a little harder, stay up a little longer, spend a little more time studying, and they have succeeded. So success can come for you, and I believe it will come for you once you put in the effort and the time, but it will not happen overnight. You're not going to be an overnight success. Well, I shouldn't say you're not going to be. Maybe you will be, but most of us won't be. But that doesn't mean that success isn't in the works for you. You can do it. Actually, you know what? You tell me. Say it to the screen. Say it to me. I'm listening. Say, I can do it. I'm listening. Are you saying it? I can do it. Yes, you can do it. So whatever it is you've been putting off, you can do it. You can succeed. It might take some time, but you can do it. Along the same wavelength of success not happening overnight, sometimes you will have people around you who will not be your cheerleaders. So you will have some cheerleaders, but you will also have some naysayers. You're going to have some people who are going to tell you, it doesn't make sense. You're not going to succeed at that. Why bother try? Trust me, you will. You will have people who will just try to break you down in all forms and fashion. And whether they are friends or family members or just people that you happen to mention your hopes and dreams to, the reality is that there are going to be those people who are not going to be cheering for you. They're either going to be cheering for someone else or not cheering at all. But don't let those people keep you from succeeding. Because the reality is that a lot of times when people are not supportive of you, it is either because they are jealous of you, maybe they see you doing something that they wish they could do, and because they don't have the guts to do it, they try to pull you down and bring you down to where they are. Or maybe it's just that they feel like because it's something that they cannot do, that you just won't be able to do it either. They just naturally think that if it's something that they will not succeed at, that no one else will succeed at it. But don't let those kinds of people into your head. You have to be able to know that when you are trying to achieve something, that sometimes you are going to be the only person who will believe in you. Sometimes even your closest family members and friends are not going to see your vision. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that they don't care for you or want you to succeed. Sometimes it just means that they don't see it. They just can't see that. And that's fine. But don't let somebody else's blurred vision stop you from having clear vision for what is in your future. So if you have something that you really think you can achieve and you want to achieve, regardless of the people who are telling you that you cannot do it, show them that you can. And I'm not talking about any kind of negative thing here, right? I'm just talking about positive things. So show them that you can, even if it's that you want to apply to university and you have people saying, no one in your family has made it at university. Why are you kidding yourself? Just settle for where you are now and don't bother to try because you're going to fail. Or whether it is that they say something like, oh, don't start that business because there are 10 other businesses just like that on this street. whatever it might be. Sometimes, yes, the advice might be good advice in its core, but that doesn't mean that it's the advice that you need to hear. Because you could be starting the 11th business of that kind on your street, but maybe you bring something fresh and new to it that none of the other businesses have. And you might be surprised that you might get everyone coming to you. So, try and be creative with whatever it is that you're doing so that you stand out. But don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Don't tell yourself that you can't do it either. Because in the same way that sometimes we have people around us who break us down, oftentimes we also break ourselves down and we tell ourselves that we can't succeed and we can't do it. But you can. We already said it a little earlier. Remember, you said that you can do it? You can do it. And whatever your circumstances may be, sometimes our circumstances in themselves can make us feel like we cannot achieve something or we cannot succeed at something. Maybe you've grown up in a family where no one has gone to university and maybe you don't have the finances to do so. But that doesn't mean that you can't be the first in your family. It doesn't mean that you cannot earn a scholarship and go off to university. Or maybe you may feel like because of where you live in the world, certain opportunities may not be as readily available to you as others. But that doesn't mean that you can't still succeed and be the best that you can be in that situation. Speaking from my own experience, I have always felt that it would be so hard to grow on YouTube as someone living on a small island. And while my channel still remains pretty small, the reality is that it is growing. At the beginning of this year, I did not have 1,000 subscribers. Now I have over 5,000 at the point of recording this video. And I'm extremely grateful for every one of those 5,000 people. But if I allowed myself to stay thinking that I'm not going to grow because it's a small island and people don't really watch Caribbean YouTubers or whatever it is that I was thinking, which was not the truth, then I would have really limited myself and I would not have dedicated the time and effort that I put in every week to ensure that I have 2 videos out every week. I would have said, you know what, it's a lot of work, it's not going to do anything, but I put in the time, I put in the work, and I'm seeing rewards, and I'm hoping that it will continue to grow and grow and grow, and that I can do great things from my little beautiful island here in the Caribbean. So wherever you are, whatever your goals, don't hold yourself back and think that because of maybe where you live or your gender or your socioeconomic status or anything that you cannot achieve your goals. You can. You just have to put your mind to it. You have to put your heart in it, and you have to work at it because it's not going to be easy. Most of our goals and dreams are not easy to achieve. As I said, success is not overnight. We have to work at it. It takes time. It takes, what they say, blood, sweat, and tears. Sometimes in order to get to where you want to go, sometimes you will fail along the way. Sometimes you will try and no one will see it. But eventually, if you don't stop trying, someone will see it. And then someone else will see it. And then before long, you will see that you are doing way more than you even imagined. You'll see that you'll surprise even yourself. So whatever it is, I don't know what it is specifically for you that you have been putting off, but I really, really, really hope that this video encourages you to give it a go. Give it a try, and not just a half-hearted effort, but really put your all into it. Remind yourself that you can do it. If it is that you need the finances to do it, come up with the best business plan, the best strategies, and go to the people who have the finances so that they can help you get there. If it is that you need some technical assistance to do it, find the people who have that technical expertise and align yourself with them. You bring what you bring to the table, they bring what they bring to the table, and together you can do something awesome. So don't let your circumstances keep you back. Don't let the naysayers hold you back. Don't let yourself keep you back. Just push forward. So I really hope that this was motivational. I was really excited. Maybe you picked up on that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please thumbs it up so that I will know. Leave a comment. Let me know if this was helpful to you, what you are going to start today, And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel or if you have not yet subscribed. As I said, I post Nezzle Talks, I post vlogs, and occasionally I post bonuses. So ensure that you have post notifications on so you don't miss anything. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!